High tension is once again rising across the Middle East, after dramatic claims emerging from Iran about an incident in the skies that could mark one of the most dangerous moments in the ongoing confrontation between Iran and Israel. According to Iranian sources and statements circulating through regional media, Iranian air defense forces reportedly intercepted and struck two Israeli fighter jets that were allegedly approaching a highly sensitive underground location, believed to be connected to Mojtaba Khamenei. The aircraft, identified in Iranian claims as Israeli F-15C D-Baz fighter jets, were reportedly flying a long-range mission toward what Iranian officials describe as a secret bunker facility. That location, according to the narrative coming from Tehran, was considered a high-priority target for the incoming aircraft. Iranian commentators claim that intelligence monitoring systems detected the jets as they approached Iranian airspace during what they describe as a covert strike attempt. The situation, according to Iranian accounts, unfolded rapidly and triggered an immediate defensive response from Iranian military units. Before we break down what Iran says happened during this dramatic mid-air confrontation, how the aircraft were reportedly detected and engaged, and why this incident is now drawing intense global attention, make sure you're subscribed to the channel for the latest developments in global security and major geopolitical events. According to Iranian claims, the incident began when early warning radar systems detected fast-moving aircraft approaching from a long distance. Iran's integrated air defense network reportedly began tracking the objects immediately after they appeared on radar screens. Military analysts often describe this network as a complex system designed to monitor airspace continuously and identify potential threats long before they reach sensitive locations. Iranian sources say that as the aircraft moved closer, defense operators identified them as Israeli F-15C D-Baz fighter jets, aircraft known for their long-range strike capability and heavy weapons payload. These jets have historically been part of Israel's long-range aviation strategy, capable of carrying precision-guided weapons and operating far from their home bases. According to Iranian claims, the jets were flying at high speed and were allegedly heading toward a location Iranian officials describe as a secret bunker connected to Mojtaba Khamenei. Iranian media reports suggest that the bunker is believed to be part of a network of underground facilities designed to protect senior leadership and strategic command structures during periods of crisis. Such facilities are typically heavily fortified and designed to withstand attacks, but Iranian officials claim that the approaching aircraft may have been attempting to strike the location using precision weapons. As soon as the aircraft were identified as potential hostile targets, Iranian air defense units reportedly moved into full operational mode. According to Iranian statements, the defense system began calculating the trajectory and speed of the incoming aircraft, while commanders assessed the threat level. The reported target, a bunker facility connected to Mojtaba Khamenei, was considered extremely sensitive. Iranian officials say that any attempt to strike such a location would represent a serious escalation. As the aircraft reportedly moved closer to the defended area, Iranian defense systems prepared to respond. According to Iranian claims, surface-to-air missile batteries positioned across the region were placed on immediate alert. Operators began tracking the jets as they continued their approach. Moments later, Iranian sources claimed that missiles were launched toward the incoming aircraft. The goal, according to Iranian statements, was to intercept the jets before they could reach the alleged bunker location. What happened next has become the center of the dramatic narrative now circulating through regional media. Iranian officials claim that the air defense missiles successfully engaged the two Israeli aircraft. According to their account, the missiles struck the jets while they were still approaching the target area. Iranian commentators described the event as a mid-air interception that prevented the aircraft from carrying out their mission. They say the interception demonstrates the capability of Iran's air defense network to protect strategic facilities against long-range aerial threats. Images and reports shared through Iranian media describe explosions in the sky as the missiles reached their targets. According to these claims, both aircraft were struck during the engagement. Iranian commentators say the pilots were forced into an emergency situation as their aircraft were damaged during the interception attempt. Some reports suggest that debris from the damaged aircraft was seen falling from the sky in the region where the interception occurred. However, independent confirmation of these claims has not been provided, and details about the exact outcome remain limited. Iranian officials have framed the incident as proof that their defense systems are capable of detecting and stopping advanced fighter jets before they reach sensitive targets. They argue that the attempted strike on the alleged bunker facility demonstrates the high level of tension currently shaping the confrontation between Iran and Israel. the story has quickly spread through regional media outlets because of the dramatic implications it carries. An incident involving two Israeli fighter jets allegedly targeting a bunker connected to Mojtaba Khamenei would represent a major escalation in the shadow conflict between the two countries. The skies above the region have become increasingly tense as both sides monitor each other's movements closely. Military analysts note that long-range air operations require careful planning, coordination, and precise navigation. Fighter jets traveling toward heavily defended areas must often rely on speed, altitude, and electronic countermeasures to avoid detection. But according to Iranian officials, the aircraft involved in this incident were detected early enough for defensive systems to respond effectively. They argue that the interception prevented what they describe as a potentially devastating attack. Iranian commentators have portrayed the event as a dramatic example of how modern air defense systems can counter advanced fighter aircraft. Surface-to-air missile systems are designed specifically to engage aerial threats, such as fighter jets, bombers, and cruise missiles. When radar systems detect incoming aircraft, defense operators can launch interceptor missiles that guide themselves toward the target. These missiles travel at extremely high speeds and can engage aircraft at long distances. According to Iranian statements, the interception of the two F-15C Baz fighter jets demonstrates the effectiveness of this defensive strategy. Iranian officials claim that protecting sensitive leadership facilities remains one of the highest priorities for their defense forces. They argue that the ability to intercept hostile aircraft before they reach such targets is essential for maintaining national security. The F-15C Baz represents one of the most capable fighter aircraft in Israel's Air Force inventory. These jets are twin-engine air superiority fighters that can also perform long-range strike missions. With a combat radius extending hundreds of kilometers, they can reach distant targets while carrying substantial weapons payloads. The Baz variant specifically refers to the Israeli version of the F-15, which has been modified and upgraded with Israeli-specific avionics, weapons systems, and electronic warfare capabilities. These aircraft have been involved in numerous combat operations over the decades and are considered highly effective platforms for both air-to-air combat and precision strike missions. According to Iranian claims, detecting and intercepting two such advanced aircraft represents a significant achievement for their air defense network. Modern air defense systems rely on integrated networks of radar installations, command and control centers, and missile batteries working together. Early warning radars scan the horizon for incoming threats, tracking aircraft at long ranges. Fire control radars provide more precise targeting data for missile batteries. Command centers coordinate the overall defensive response, deciding which systems should engage which threats. Iran has invested heavily in developing and acquiring various air defense systems over the past 2 decades. These include domestically produced systems as well as imported technology from other nations. The integration of these different systems into a coherent defensive network has been a priority for Iranian military planners. The alleged bunker connected to Mojtaba Khamenei adds another layer of significance to these claims. Mojtaba Khamenei is the son of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and is widely believed to play an important role in Iran's political and security establishment. While his exact position and influence are subjects of speculation, he is generally considered a key figure in the leadership structure. Underground bunkers designed to protect senior leadership during conflicts are standard features of national defense infrastructure in many countries. These facilities are typically constructed with thick, reinforced concrete, positioned deep underground, and equipped with life support systems, communications equipment, and command centers. The purpose is to ensure continuity of government and military command even during the most intense phases of conflict. According to Iranian sources, the alleged bunker targeted in this incident serves such a protective function. If Israeli aircraft were indeed attempting to strike such a facility, it would indicate a strategic decision to target Iran's leadership infrastructure directly. Such targeting represents a significant escalation in any conflict, moving beyond military installations and infrastructure toward the political and command structure itself. At the same time, analysts caution that claims made during periods of geopolitical tension often require careful verification. In conflicts involving advanced military technology and sensitive intelligence, both sides may present narratives that support their strategic messaging. Information warfare and perception management play important roles in modern conflicts, alongside kinetic military operations. Nevertheless, the story of the alleged interception has captured widespread attention because of the dramatic nature of the scenario it describes. Two advanced fighter jets approaching a secret bunker, air defense radar suddenly detecting their presence. Missiles launched into the sky in a rapid effort to stop the incoming strike, and a mid-air engagement unfolding in seconds as both sides race to outmaneuver the other. If the claims made by Iranian sources are accurate, the incident would represent one of the most intense aerial confrontations reported in the region in recent times. The broader context surrounding the event is the long-running strategic rivalry between Iran and Israel. Both countries have accused each other of conducting covert operations, cyber attacks, and targeted strikes against critical infrastructure. In this environment of high tension, any incident involving fighter jets and air defense systems can quickly become a major geopolitical story. Iranian officials have used the reported interception to emphasize their readiness to defend key locations. They say their forces remain on constant alert for potential threats. According to Iranian commentary, the alleged interception of the two Israeli jets sends a clear message about their ability to respond quickly to aerial incursions. Meanwhile, analysts say the story highlights the complex nature of modern air warfare. Advanced aircraft such as the F-15C D-BAZ are designed to perform long-range missions and carry sophisticated weapons. But even such aircraft must contend with the risk posed by modern air defense networks. These networks combine radar detection, missile systems, and command and control coordination to create layered defenses against incoming threats. The incident described by Iranian sources, therefore, reflects the constant technological contest between offensive aviation capabilities and defensive missile systems. Fighter aircraft rely on speed, altitude, electronic countermeasures, and stealth characteristics to evade detection and interception. Air defense systems counter with powerful radars, fast-moving missiles, and sophisticated tracking algorithms. Each side continuously adapts and upgrades its capabilities in response to the other's developments. This creates an ongoing arms race between aerial strike capabilities and ground-based defenses. The psychological and strategic dimensions of this alleged incident are equally important. Even if the full details remain unclear, the claim itself serves multiple purposes in the information space. It demonstrates Iranian vigilance and capability to domestic audiences. It warns potential adversaries about the risks of attempting strikes on sensitive facilities, and it shapes international perceptions about the balance of military capabilities in the region. For Israel, if such a mission were indeed attempted, it would reflect a strategic calculation about the importance of the target and the acceptable level of risk. Long-range strike missions deep into adversary territory carry significant risks, including aircraft loss and pilot capture. The decision to attempt such missions is typically made only when the target is considered of exceptionally high value. The targeting of leadership protection facilities would represent such a high-value objective. As more information emerges about what may have happened during the reported interception, observers around the world will be watching closely. Events involving fighter jets, missile launches, and sensitive strategic locations can have far-reaching consequences. For now, the claims coming from Iran have added another dramatic chapter to the complex and often shadowy confrontation shaping the region's security landscape. Whether further details will confirm or challenge these claims remains to be seen. But the story of the alleged interception has already captured global attention and underscored the volatile dynamics of modern geopolitical conflict. The narrative of two fighter jets racing toward a secret bunker and missiles launched to stop them resonates because it captures the high-stakes nature of contemporary military confrontations. Advanced technology, split-second decisions, and strategic calculations all converge in moments like the one described by Iranian sources. As regional tensions remain high, incidents like this continue to highlight how quickly the balance between offense and defense can shift in modern warfare. Airspace across the region is now under intense monitoring, and both sides remain on alert. What happens next could shape not only military strategy, but also the broader geopolitical landscape. The alleged interception of Israeli jets targeting a leadership bunker, if accurate, would mark a significant moment in the ongoing Iran-Israel confrontation. It would demonstrate both the reach of Israeli strike capabilities and the effectiveness of Iranian air defenses. And it would signal that the conflict has escalated to include direct targeting of leadership infrastructure on both sides.